Can porn actually affect your real life?
Somebody order a pizza?
Only if it's got sausage. Hey everyone, thank you for watching D News Today. I'm Trace. Most pornography is as accurate to human sexual experience as blockbuster superhero films are to reality. Pornography is adult entertainment. It's sex theater. But it's not going to inherently hurt you. Religious groups harangue the public about the dangers of porn on the body and on the mind, but the evidence just doesn't pan out. A new study in the journal Sexual Medicine explored the watching of visual sexual stimuli, or VSS, and its connection to erectile dysfunction. Common sense might say that men who watch a lot of porn might have trouble getting it up in the presence of a real person because their expectations don't match reality. But this research found precisely the opposite. Instead of inhibiting arousal, men who watched porn actually got more erections. And that result was maintained with as much as 25 hours of porn watching a week, which is more than 3 hours a day. So wait, if porn watching hoists the mainmast for lads, what about for lassies? Firstly, which will come as no surprise to most of you, women do watch porn. Though Pew Research only found 8% of women in 2013 reported viewing porn, up from only 2% in 2010, but they say those numbers are probably not accurate. Pornhub's Insights team says 23% of their viewers were female, and a Dutch study in the Journal of Sexual Medicine reported a massive 45%. And according to that study, pornography doesn't increase sexual aggression or sexually transmitted disease, lines touted by many anti-pornographic pugilists. When adjusted for age and personality, men who watched porn didn't see a change in the number of sexual partners, though women did, but only by 0.3%. As an added bonus, in a study of 400 heterosexual pornographic videos, these are the videos, mind you, both women and men were found to be equally represented as initiators of sex and in positions of power. Plus, Pornhub's insights point out that both men and women search for similar terms when on their website, though usually at different rates, and women were 80 to 100% more likely to search for rough sex and terms related to female-centric oral sex. While negatively skewed surveys about, quote, discovery of partners' sexual behaviors are often connected to feelings of jealousy, anxiety, and betrayal, a 2013 study in the Journal of Sex and Marital Therapy found that partners who were honest with each other about their pornographic habits had lower levels of distress and higher levels of relational satisfaction. Perhaps if the partners hadn't hidden their preferences, it wouldn't have been as shocking. According to the JSMT study, mutual enjoyment of pornography increased happiness for couples as well. And dishonesty about habits increased distrust and satisfaction, so it all kind of fits. In the end, while porn can have negative effects personally and relationally, some studies on pornography are done on those already seeking treatment for sexual deviance or dysfunction, and others are simply not representative of the actual population. On top of that, many studies focus on heterosexual couples, or specifically on men. Obviously, we need more study of women, non-traditional couples, relationships, and so on. It's crazy to think that we humans don't really know much about how we humans are getting it on. This is still a pretty private behavior, and it's very difficult to openly study, but overall, visual sexual stimuli seem to be a benefit for men and women who are open and honest about their sexuality. How not strange does that sound? How do you feel about all this, though? Would you be upset if, say, your partner was watching porn without you? What if you were doing it together? You can tell us your thoughts down in the comments, and while you're at it, check out this video from my bae Lacey about why we need to study sex more.
Believe it or not, there hasn't really been a whole lot of scholarly study about porn. There are studies here and there, but for the most part, they're not repeated to test their validity, and a lot of the conclusions about porn come from people's anecdotes and their theories.
Thanks for watching D News, everybody. Please subscribe so you get more videos every day.